it's me again. So from where we left off, we had put our instruments into our ultrasonic cleaner here. It is ran for 10 minutes. Our cycle is complete. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the lid off. And I can actually just take this whole thing out, whatever is easiest for you, really. I usually kind of like to set it here. I'm gonna take this is our lubricant or milk, instrument milk, to help keep our tools nice and lubricated. So what we like to do is we like to rinse that off first. So rinse this off, and then it's gonna go straight into our milk bath there. So same thing. And there is instructions on the instrument milk, like how many parts of water to the product to add. So that's how that's been predetermined, that amount in there. So same thing, a nice rinse. I'm gonna rinse these tools. Get all of that cleaner off of it. And in the milk, they really need to be in there, I don't know, like a minute. I think the manufacturer on the bottle actually says a little bit less than that, but I'm just gonna do a good minute. Okay, so those, a few more. And then this will eventually empty it, degas it, put clean water and whatnot, but that is not for our skill, so we're just gonna avoid that. So after it's been, close to a minute here, so we've got like, I don't know, maybe another 15 seconds. So once it's been about a minute, 30 to 60 seconds, we don't rinse these. We're gonna put them here on our towel, and then we're gonna pat them dry. So I just like to lay them out. Pat them dry, kind of like how these guys are, nice and dry there. And they don't have to be laid out in any really particular way, because once we prepare them for a pack, we'll then put them all together. There we go, got another one there. So I'm just kind of making sure I have everything out of here. So everything's pretty nice and empty. I can put my lid back on here. And I should have a little hand towel in here. If not, I'll go grab a hand towel. We'll grab a clean one over here. We have a clean hand towel. Let me go grab a clean hand towel. This will work. Okay, so I'm just gonna pat them dry. And really just kind of dry them off, just, prevent rust or, any watermarks on them. So just kind of pat them nice and dry. And then once they're nice and dry, as they are now, we are good to actually get them prepped to go in the autoclave. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, in my drawer here, I have all of our autoclave packs and whatnot. So I'm gonna grab one that's best appropriate size for what I'm gonna put in there. And so I'm gonna end up having to wrap all of these, so it doesn't really matter which I grab. But the first thing I'm gonna wrap are our dental elevators. And we do have them taped and numbered, so I just make sure I have all of the ones that are going in the pack. I'm reading my numbers, so I have a 4, a 3. Looks like I have a number 2, and this must be my number 1, and I can tell from the numbers here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these all into one pack. Okay, so once they're in like that, give some space here. We are going to fold it at that line here. I'm gonna peel off that tape, and then we're gonna fold it. And I want to make sure it's nice and there's no bubbles on the side. It's made good contact. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a Sharpie and we're going to label that pack, and then we'll go ahead and process it in our autoclave. So we call this, we just write dental elevators, and we'll put like the numbers on there. Usually I'll do like 1 through 4, so we know. I'll put today's date, and then again my initials, so we know who did it and how long it's good for. So now this pack is ready to go. You can see down here we have our little color change, which will occur. Usually it'll turn like a brownish color if it's been properly autoclaved. So you can see it's pink right now because it has not been autoclaved. So that's the next step we're gonna do. So this is our autoclave machine. So to prep this, a couple things we're gonna wanna look for is we wanna make sure we have enough water measuring. You see that okay? Mm-hmm. So you can see we have red and green. Obviously anything below red means, hey, we need to fill this. But my water's up to here. I am in the good. I don't have any other packs that really need to be wrapped other than at this point. So I can just put him there in the middle. If I had a couple other packs, you know, I have another one of these guys I could put up here, and I could put another pack because I don't want them really to be overlapping each other. So everything looks good. I like it. My water looks great. I can go ahead and close this. And oh, I forgot to mention too, the water that goes in here is distilled water, so not just any kind of water. So to close it, I'm gonna lift a little bit, push it in. Since this is a pouch, we're gonna hit the pouch button, and then we're gonna hit start, and that is it. All right, that's how you wrap the pack, and you use the autoclave and clean instruments.